I've just got some real concerns about the future of this, those military bands, they're in trouble, guys.
But it has been in trouble.
And they're getting ready to have some major cuts of personnel. And you always got some senator, well, why do you need 12 clarinets in a band? Can't you just have 4? And you really need 4 tubas? Can't you just have 1? And you know what? The Air Force band is going for how long now? How many? They're surviving on what? 1 or 2 tuba players? I mean, they're not filling the positions, and so it's And I talked to Bryce Edwards, one of mine and Dan's former students, principal Euphonium Navy band, and he's talking about some cuts. They've been hearing about some cuts in the personnel and cuts to their budget and things that they can do. You know what? The orchestra's going on with orchestras in the country, and here we are. 5 of us in the room here, killing ourselves working in universities, producing more incredibly talented young kids that are coming out there that won't need gigs of one kind or another. Of course, that's always been the case. We've always worried about it. I don't know, maybe there's nothing new.
I can tell you, man, Winston, don't you?
I'm real concerned.
Don't you remember the times, about 20 years ago, same thing happened? Maybe not to the extent it is right now. And
we didn't have the pool of talent then that we got now.
Well, if you take the numbers and how many jobs there were, and you put them...
You had a major orchestra opening 40 years ago. 6 people would show up, and 3 of them couldn't play the horn. The other 3 would be great players. You have a major opening now, 200 people show up, and 190 of them play the crap out of
it. Which about 30 should have come, and the rest of them should stay
Well, but that's still 30. Years ago, there would have been 1 or 2 really qualified.
Yeah.
So, we got to find
So it's always been that way, though. I mean, it's with the flutes. Look at all the flute players and all that. It's, you can branch out, you can do other things. You're not a failure if you don't. I remember, I won that Chicago Symphony, Well, I mean, that was the dream things, and you shoot big. That was Harvey. They can shoot big and have to. He told me, he said, write 10 goals down that you'd like to do. And honestly, my university teaching was about 6 out of the 10, And the first time is doing that. And then I found out, hey, this is a pretty good gig. I can, Jake was telling me, he said, you're on a sabbatical? I said, yeah. He said, I can't get one, I mean, there's a lot of things to do that. I mean, however, things evolve. I think people are going to take care of themselves.